How's it going, guys? Sam, today I've got a Modern Warfare 3 gameplay commentary, and it's kill confirmed on Resistance, one of my favourite game types, one of my favourite maps, and I'm using one of my favourite class setups, which is the Type 95 with the FMG9 Akimbos as secondary. And everyone has mixed opinions about this. Some may call it overpowered, and that's what I want to talk about today. How you classify a gun as overpowered, why a gun is overpowered, and what should be done about an overpowered weapon. And but before that, I'd like to talk about the gameplay. And as I said before, it's a kill confirmed on Resistance. It's a 32 and 3, and I don't normally talk about the gameplay that much, but this is a different one, as this is this week I've been changing up my game, how I play, and my play style pretty much, because in Black Ops you could rush around a lot more, and as the weapons took longer to kill, and that worked for a lot of people. Worked for me. I had a pretty good KD rushing around it a lot. And yeah, I was just like, oh, I'll bring that over to Modern Warfare 3, I'll be able to do the same thing. Weapons kill even quicker, so I'll be doing even better. But what you got to remember is if the weapon kills quicker for you, it's going to kill quicker for your enemy. And the enemy camping in the corner with his ACR with heartbeat sensor is going to be able to kill you just as quickly as you. And that has resulted in me and a lot of other people having to kind of just slow down and take this game a bit more defensively, to actually play well. And it's taken me about a month, and I reckon about now I've finally kind of completely switched to a more defensive style of playing, and that has resulted me in enjoying this game a lot more. I'm not getting as frustrated. I'm having more fun. Yeah, I'm using the right weapons. I'm using the right perks. I feel like I'm forced almost to use Assassin in Modern Warfare 3 because a lot of people use the support strike package, and it takes them 4 kills to get a UAV, it takes them 12 to get an advanced UAV, EMPs at 15 I'm pretty sure, and because they can go negative and still get their 12 or 15 or 4 kills, and I don't really like the support strike package. I feel like it's just helping out noobs, and I guess that's what they're trying to aim for, help out the people who are not as good maybe, and but maybe I'll say it, for better gamers like us, and I'm sure people who are watching this video, we don't really like it when they help out the noobs, and because we want to be crushing them and getting these amazing gameplays. Assassin could be classified as an overpowered perk, but that is a whole nother topic and a whole nother commentary in itself. But what the main topic today is overpowered weapons in Modern Warfare 3 and Call of Duty history, and how you judge what an overpowered weapon is. I believe personally, there's different opinions out there I'm sure, but what I believe is if you are getting killed at short range by an assault rifle, long range by a submachine gun, short range by a sniper, long range by a shotgun, I think that's about it, yeah. I think that's how you classify as weapon as OP or overpowered. This is not just a one-off, and this is not if you get first shots on a person. Like, if you come up behind someone from a meter away and shoot them with your assault rifle, that doesn't mean your ACR is overpowered, it just means you got first shots on him. That's if you come around the corner with your P90 or UMP and you light this guy up with what, 10, 4, well, I don't know, a lot of bullets, and he just puts what, 2 or 3 ACR bullets into you from his hip firing, and he gets a kill. That's when, and if that happens a lot, that's when you can kind of classify a weapon as OP or overpowered. And I mean, there's been some talk about the striker getting some, like I've seen people get a long shot. Like, you should never get a long shot with a shotgun. And so that's how that could be classified as overpowered. Type 95, the hip spread on that is, I reckon it's a bit too small. If they make the hip spread a bit wider, I reckon then it wouldn't be as overpowered, quotation marks, like, it's all like, it's a very touchy subject, and there's mixed opinions everywhere. And I'd just like to go over the history of overpowered weapons in all the Call of Duty history. In COD 4, you had the M16. I don't want to comment, well, this is what a lot of people have said about the M16 being overpowered, but I don't want to comment too much because I didn't play that game too much. It never really affected me, and I'm just going off what other people have said. But I do know in COD 5 or World at War, the MP40 it worked very well at long range. It was like a 2 or 3 hit kill with stopping power, and it was just ridiculously good. And moving on to Modern Warfare 2, you had the ACR, the UMP, and the Model 1887s, which I think we can all agree were 3 of the most overpowered, well, the 3 overpowered weapons in Modern Warfare 2. And I'm not sure if they fixed the ACR or the UMP, but I do know they fixed the Model 1887s, and they made the gun completely useless. And I feel like that is the wrong step to make. And I'm not really sure what they did, how they made it useless. Well, it was just useless to use. But for a shotgun, if you want to make it less overpowered, the logical thing to do would just drop off the range. Like, most people complain about shotguns shooting too far, and that's when they classify it as overpowered. Or maybe less bullets in a clip, or something. So that's what they should have done. And but yeah, they didn't do that. But hopefully they've learnt from their mistakes, and they'll bring that over to Modern Warfare 3. In Black Ops, sorry, there was a 74U, or AK-74U, and the FAMAS, and they did, well, Treyarch didn't, they're known for their good community support, and they did nerf or tone down both of those weapons. I did feel they did a good job. The ACR, no, what am I saying, the FAMAS was still the only gun used in competitive, and, well, besides the 74U as well, so... and of course the competitive players, the pro players, are obviously going to choose the best guns, so it was still the best gun even when they toned it down. I think that was just because of its rate of fire for the FAMAS and for the 74U as well, and it's their recoil, because that's the main thing. Rate of fire and recoil are the two things which can also actually be classified for whether a gun is overpowered or not. And yeah, so that's the history of overpowered weapons in Call of Duty. I'll just touch on what should be done. The gun should never be made redundant and useless like they did to the Model 1887. So there you have it, guys. That's my opinions on overpowered weapons and a bit of the history on overpowered weapons in Call of Duty history if you didn't know. So any feedback on this video would be greatly appreciated. As always, guys, have a nice day. Catch you guys later. Bye. Oh, and on a side note, did anyone notice that Reaper just ricocheted off a roof? Winning.